I've spent 9 years teaching, and I've also spent quite a few years working with parents and being a parent myself. And so I understand some of the difficulties that can crop up between home and school. So, from a teacher's point of view, what is an ideal parent? Okay, good parents send their kids equipped and ready, a good night's sleep, and a stomach full of breakfast, and a bag full of lunch, and all the books and things they need for the day. It doesn't matter how good a teacher I am, I can't teach them anything if they're tired or hungry, or if they don't have a few basic requirements. An ideal parent will encourage their children, jolly them along through their homework, and speak positively about school and learning. They will provide a clear place for them to do their homework and time they can do it without interruptions or distractions. Be sure your child is doing his or her homework. One way to let teachers know that you support homework assignments is by signing the homework sheets. An ideal parent will know that teachers get it wrong, but we seldom have it in for their child. Yes, sometimes there is strife between teachers and pupils, but a wise parent will want to find out the real reasons rather than jumping to the conclusion that we chose teaching as a career because we hate children. If you've heard your child's point of view, you've only heard half the story. An ideal parent is not scared to come and see the teacher, and they do so not just when there's trouble. Teachers usually value parent input in the class, and we appreciate parents who are interested in their child's education. Parents who come to parent-teacher interviews get a big tick by their name, but if you can't come then, we'd be happy to arrange to meet you some other time. An ideal parent realises that a teacher has a job to do and that sometimes are less convenient than others. We can't always just drop what we're doing to talk to you. The start of the day or the end of the day may work, but these can be busy times for staff. So what about negotiating for a time rather than just assuming? An ideal parent realises teachers can be shy. Sometimes they're younger than the parent, and an angry parent can be very intimidating. When you go and see a teacher, remember that this is your child's teacher, not your teacher. You don't have to be afraid or intimidated. It's one adult speaking to another adult. Nearly every grown-up, when they walk into a classroom after a long time out of school and they smell that classroom smell, they get a flashback to their own childhood. If your own schooling was unhappy and if you were afraid of teachers, you might find that those memories cloud the issues of the moment. When there are problems, a perfect parent realises that they may not have a perfect child. In fact, they may be perfect at school, but the same child at home may be quite different. Both parent and teacher may be unaware of what the child is like in the other context. An ideal parent won't talk about teachers' shortcomings in front of their children. We're not perfect and may even deserve the criticisms you make, but to say critical things in front of your children is never helpful. It may create divided loyalties. Many children are very fond and loyal to their teacher. Your criticism may also create disrespect, rudeness and defiance in the classroom. Criticising teachers in front of kids never helps make a situation better. Of course, you have a right to see the principal, but teachers appreciate the courtesy of being talked to first. Perhaps it can be sorted out more easily between us anyway, and we would especially appreciate it if you talk to us before you talk to every other parent you know. Gossip in a school community is easy to start, but it's hard to stop. Gossip is gossip. In bigger schools, there might be a choice of teachers for each year. Some teachers might be better with a particular student than others. The placement of your child with a teacher is carefully thought through, but sometimes it isn't perfect. Sometimes with limited resources, perfect just isn't possible. It's okay to express your opinions and desires, especially before the end of the current year, so that your requests can be taken into account before the next year starts. Often the deputy or assistant principal is the person to speak to about this. Teachers themselves don't usually choose pupils. Making a request for a teacher is fine, if it's done in a polite way, but demanding that your child change to another teacher is very unhelpful. Parents who do this often base their demands on gossip about teachers or as a result of issues from the past that haven't been properly and fully dealt with. Do you want to know what will help your kids the most? Hey, give them a love of learning and the confidence to give things a go. Surround them with books. Stick maps on the loo wall. Have quizzes and games. Play trivial pursuits. Read them stories. And the very best thing? Be a lifetime learner yourself. Show them that you love and value knowledge. Please believe me that teachers want the best for your child, just the same as you do, and that working with teachers is going to be better than working against them. Teachers and parents working together, they're an awesome combo. Together, they can crack almost any problem.